Hi everybody, I'm going to be doing a microneedling session on my hands, and I'm going to be talking about younger looking hands. So what can we be doing in terms of treatments that are going to make our hands look younger than our biological age? So that's what we're talking about today, and I have another big giveaway, so I'll let you guys start coming on while I start prepping here. Hello, hi. Oh my God, I was waiting for the winner to come on, and I just saw her. This, as you guys know, I gave away the big vibration plate yesterday, and today I announced the winner. Oh my gosh, I almost don't want to announce her yet because she's one of the first people on here. So I want to just let you guys know, I am Skincare Girl. Yes, you won this. I was really shocked. My husband gave me the number 18, and we scrolled down from 18, and there was I am Skincare Girl, and you had tagged, I think, 15, 20 people, and you had just messages, and this is what you have won. Yes, really. So I am Skincare Girl. This red light therapy mask from Omnilux is going to be coming your way. I don't know if it'll get there before Christmas, but I will reach out to the company tomorrow, and this will be in the mail to you. Congratulations. That's a giant win. I think this was $349, $369. I'm not sure. But if you guys want my top, everybody, yeah, congrats. That's a big win. This was one of the biggest ones. Well, that T-zone was 600, and the T-zone vibration plate was $649 or something. But man, giant win. So congratulations. I am Skincare Girl. Just send me a DM after this live and send me your address with your email and also your phone number, and I'll forward that on to the company. Okay, congratulations. Yay. Okay, today, listen, we're so close to the holidays. I have no makeup on, so this is what we're dealing with today. I have a no makeup day today. We're going to be doing hands, but I feel like I need to play catch up. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of red light therapy on my face later. I'm going to do a little bit of radio frequency on my lower jowls. I'm going to be doing a little bit of microcurrent on my eyelids. So I just thought I'm just going to come on here with no makeup, and we'll go from there. But today we're going to be talking about hands. Let me tell you about the giveaway. That is, oh my God, I am Skincare Girl. I'm so happy for you. If you guys want my top red light therapy devices, just DM me red light, and I will send you everything that I have. That will actually, you know what? I think I can at this point. If you send me red light, I can send you my red light therapy top picks. But then I think I also already have all of my top favorite devices. So if you guys want to DM me favorites, I can give you my whole master list that is now, I posted it on my website, or you can just DM me red light. I'll give you my red light favorite top picks. Okay, I'm gonna be microneedling my hands. I broke this nail, and my hands look like shit, and I'll tell you why. This is why I thought this was a good time to do this. You know, during the holidays, like our hands they get thrashed because we're wrapping paper, right? We're using wrapping paper. I'm assuming that a lot of us are, and our hands just get super dried out. We're constantly washing them. So a lot of baking happens, and we're washing our hands a lot. And my hands look terrible right now for me. They look terrible for me. And so I will be going in, I think after the new year, like beginning of January, and getting like a little bit of a Sculptra in the hands, and that will help to stimulate collagen in the hands. In the meantime, let me make sure I still have all my stuff. In the meantime, I do this. So this is one of the red light therapy top picks. This is by the same company, Omnilux, that does my favorite mask. And so if you DM me red lights, it'll still bring you to the website, and then you can find the glove there. I think the glove is the same price as the mask. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's much cheaper. It's an expensive product, but it really does help. So I usually have this downstairs by my television, and I will watch TV, and then I have to cover this with a blanket because it lets off a little too much light at night, you know, in the dark when you're watching TV. So I'll put this under a blanket and just continually press this button for about 3 cycles, and it's a 10-minute cycle that automatically shuts off. So if you're interested in this, just DM me red light again, and it will be in the Omnilux. It'll be part of the Omnilux face mask, but it's still on the website. Hope that makes sense. So this is one of the ways that I help with the hands. I'm going to just start doing my microneedling. If you guys don't have my protocol that shows you when I do microneedling and what body parts, just DM me protocol. And then this, of course, is the whole big microneedling guidebook that I have that shows you the different needle lengths per body part. So if you don't have that, just DM me microneedling. It is completely free. I give away so much free stuff. Yay! Oh God, I can't get this open. Let me cut this really quickly, okay? Because I'm just going to struggle with this, I know. So hold on 1 second. Don't go away. I'm coming back. I'm just going to cut the top off of this. Okay, so this is the Dr. Pen M8 microneedling device. You don't necessarily have to use this. You can use a roller. I like these rollers. In fact, I'm going to actually roll my arms a little bit later. And you guys, I can get the hyaluronic acid jammed up in my pen. It's okay. You'll see when I do this, you'll see that the hyaluronic acid will kind of get up there. The needles go right through it, okay? It's just keeping the area moist, and it's letting the device glide over the skin. Okay, so here it is. I've got a brand new cartridge, right? This is a 16 pen cartridge. I've talked about why I like a 16 pen. If you've got a different device like an M8S, I believe that they come in a 12 or a 14 pen. That's okay. You just don't want the 24, 36. You don't want the big number of pens, and that's because you won't get as good of a treatment. And we talked about this in terms of like on a bed of nails. If the needles are spaced out, they're going to sink in your skin a little bit better, right? But if it's almost constant, like a brick wall of needles, when you're getting into the 24 pen and the 36 pen, it's like laying on a bed of nails. You can see somebody lay on a bed of nails and it doesn't really hurt them because it's like a brick wall of nails there. You space those out and all of a sudden you can create the trauma, which we're trying to create. Okay. I'm doing a little bit of hyaluronic acid, Costa Baja. This is, I don't have any preference on the type of hyaluronic as long as it's unscented. So you don't want anything else in it, just pure hyaluronic acid. I'm gonna have to open up another one of these. Let me turn it upside down. Yeah, so I'm gonna coat this now. All of this is on my Amazon store, you guys, by the way. So that's in my, if you go on my linked tree in my profile, you'll see the little Amazon icon. The little silicone cups are in there. The Dr. Pen M8 and the Dr. Pen M8S are both in there. Everything I talk about, really, I try to put in Amazon because I'm just tired of chasing companies. I'm tired. It does not give me a lot of time to do the things I want to do, which is research how to help you guys live longer and look better while doing it. Let me see if there's any other questions that came in before I start this. Microneedling calendar, please. So when I'm done with this, when I post this to my main feed, just DM me the word protocol and you'll get this protocol, the monthly protocol that shows you how I fit in microneedling, red light therapy, microcurrent, radio frequency, all in a monthly calendar for less than 30 minutes a day. If you want the microneedling protocol, just DM me microneedling. And you can do that in the comment section when I post this to my main feed. And then make sure that you tag 3 people. Should I tell you what the prize is? Should I tell you what the giveaway is for this week? Let me make sure I'm up. Let me go all the way down. Okay. Do you guys want to know what the giveaway is so far? Okay, hold on. I am giving away 2 bottles of collagen. The Life and the Sport. Okay. I want to say, are these $87 each? Something like that. I'm giving away these 2. This is the best collagen on the world. So if you guys don't win this and you want to know what this collagen is, just DM me the word collagen, or you can go to Modera and put in the code Darnell and you'll get $10 off. But otherwise, just DM me collagen and I'll give you my favorites, okay? So this is what's up for grabs, but that's not all. Hold on. Plus, yes, I'm gonna give another thing of mushroom coffee. So this will go in the little package. 2 collagen, mushroom coffee, and a facial radiance niacinamide for dark spots. This is great for the back of your hands, okay? So this is the giveaway for this week. So when I post this to my main feed, you make sure you tag your 3 people and then you comment away. That's why I am Skin Curl. Honestly, I was looking through the thing and we picked 18 and then I'm looking through the thing. I'm like, holy crap, she like put in a lot. You really, because if we would have picked 19, 20, 23, 20, you would have won all of those. But I think there was almost 300 comments. So how I do that? Oh, Creative Eye Candy. Creative Eye Candy, you won the one-on-one 1-hour coaching session. Ooh, I can't wait to get my hands on you, get in there and help you. I'm very excited about that because if you think you learned something here, wait till you get me one-on-one. Not afraid of 50. Oh, great. Okay, so that's great. You can also, instead of tagging me here, I don't know if, honestly, technology is not my friend. But if you like use that little send button as well, you can invite them that way and still stay on the live. I hope that's helping. Okay, I'm going to get busy on this. This is one of the ways that I use, one of the modalities I use for younger looking hands. We've already talked about red light therapy and what that does, but this is one of the ways. Let me see, how can ooh, maybe I have to tilt you this way. That's it. Okay. So this is one of the ways I'm going to do this treatment while I'm also going to be talking about the other things. Okay, so let's see. Can you guys see this? I feel like I need a towel here because you can see through and then it's like very complicated on all the little protocols I have there. So let me grab a towel. Hold on. There we go. We'll just use this little thing. I got these new sweatpants yesterday and they're so big on me, but too lazy to take them back. Has anybody ever done that? You're like, forget it. I guess I'm keeping them. Okay. So if you look at my microneedling protocol, and I just want you guys to know, I've got these little alcohol wipes everywhere. So every time before I touch something that's going to go on the skin when it's broken, I'm going to redo all of my hands and stuff. So if you look at this microneedling protocol, it tells you about the safety. It does go into all the different needle lengths. So if I'm looking at forehead, neck, eyes, nose, lips, chin, cheeks, I want to get over to hands, elbows and hands. I do very, very, very shallow on the hands. It's between a 0.1 and a 0.25. That's very shallow. But let's talk about why. Your skin here, look at how thin this is. And this is how you can tell if your skin is healthy or not. When you do this pull test, it's just like a spring back. It's like a spring back test, right? So if you pull up your skin and it stays up there, you're losing collagen. You've got a big loss of collagen and elastin. So you want that skin to spring back. I know that you guys at home right now who are watching this, how many of you guys are like pulling your skin of your hands to see what happens? It is like a really good test because that when it springs back, you've still got healthy skin with adequate amounts of collagen and elastin, right? Okay, so let me just do this little hand here. We're doing it at a very, very, very shallow amount because the skin is very thin. If I were to do my forehead, which is very thin, I have no makeup on, you guys, so I can tell I didn't sleep enough last night, right? But I'll just do this real quick. Sorry. Welcome to my world. I have all this stuff like here. This is just going to do a little vibration and kind of push out my eye bag a little bit. Sorry. It's hard to look at myself like this, but I'm like, you know what? I look really tired. Okay. Enough of that. Okay. I'm going to turn this on. Again, I have a 16-pin cartridge. Me pulling my skin, mine sprung back. Good job, not afraid of 50. I thought that was hydration, probably. I thought what that was. Okay, I didn't understand that by Creative Candy, but hold on one second. Let me get this dialed so I know what I'm doing. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Thanks, Dad. Dad always taught me that. Okay, I'm gonna go at a 0.25. I'm gonna go in between a 1 and a 0.25. Oh, I need a manicure so badly. But, you know, I'm not gonna just show you guys how to take care of your hands when my hands look the best. They don't, they look like shit right now. And I know, I know that's from wrapping gifts and opening Amazon boxes, you know, because it's the holidays, so we're doing that a lot more. Is the Dr. Pen sold on animate? This is a great question. Somebody just asked, 31 Olga said, is the Dr. Pen sold on Amazon a legit product? Yes, it is, and I'll tell you why. I spent a couple years going back and forth with who I thought was a legitimate can you guys see my hand down here? Or is this like not working for you? Let me know, because I can make some adjustments. I'm gonna wait. What was the vibration tool that you just used on your eyes? This is the Nurse Jamie. It's just like a little sonic vibration, kind of helps. It's not really does anything. It doesn't help with the eye product soaking in more, but it does a little bit because it is sonic vibration, but it's really great for like getting rid of eye bags and kind of waking up the eye area, which obviously I need today. Move the comments. Okay, how do I do that? Because I don't think I can do, how do I move the comments? Your comments are blocking your hands. Is there a way to move the comments up high? I don't know, not really. We see, okay, let me see if I can get, you know what? I'm gonna put you up. I'm gonna get a yoga block. I'll put you up on a yoga block. And then we can maybe see if this is gonna help, okay? I'm gonna have to sterilize my hands again. What do you think about that idea, you guys? Is that still, move the camera lower. Oh my God, wait, hold on. I'm gonna do this. What about this? You guys seeing this? Move this up. Much better, good. I think I got this. I'm gonna go like that. I have one of those like little camera, this little thing right here that you can't see that goes like all these different, I think we got it, you guys. Better. Okay, is that better? Or we think we're good to go? Because I can still try to adjust it. Okay. I should take off my wedding band. I'm not one that wears a lot of jewelry. I don't know why? It gets in the way of skin. It gets in the way of skincare treatments. So I don't wear a lot of jewelry. Okay, so let's see. Wiping off my little hand here. A little alcohol. I'm in between. I'm gonna kick this up because I didn't even really feel that. I'm gonna kick this up to a 0.25. And it's only because, you guys, I've done this for so long. If you're gonna start on your hand, start between a 0 and a 0.25. Do a couple passes there first. Then you can kick it up to the 0.25. Because remember, our skin is very thin here. But let me just explain the concept. I'm gonna speed of 1, 16 pen cartridge, Dr. Pen M8. I'm doing a swirling technique. Okay. Hyaluronic acid is what I have on here just to create a little bit of a slip. Here, let me move you back a little bit. I'm gonna do I need a little bit more things for slip. And I might need to grab my other thing. Okay. So I'm just doing a little bit. Now on my hands, you'll notice I do a little bit of a swirling technique, which I'm doing now, small little circles. And then I will do a stamping technique when it gets closer to like on my fingers, because it's really hard to get that area to swirl. And that's the only real reason why you need the hyaluronic acid. You want it to create a slip that's not gonna cause your skin to get, to have any sort of reaction to it, right? So you don't want an active, you don't want something that has any sort of vitamin C in it, no sort of retinoid, nothing with perfume, nothing with dyes. Now you can start to kind of see, I'm getting a reaction. Are you trailing the Nira? Are you trying, you know, to be honest with you, that's a really great question. I think it was Jones who just said that, Jones_AW, are you still trialing the Nira on your hands? I kind of gave up on it, to be honest with you. And I've since then, the company has sent me the larger Nira, and I'm gonna start doing a trial on my abdomen after the holidays. But to be honest with you, we had that tragedy in our family and Thanksgiving. And before that, it was just like doing something every single day when you already do 30 minutes a day on skincare. It just got a little bit much to me, and I was using the precision laser on my hands, which is the really small one. Let me see if I have that here somewhere that I can show you. And I'm gonna get another hyaluronic acid. So hold on, I wanna get another hyaluronic acid, and I wanna show you this precision laser. Yeah, I do have, so hold on, hold your horses. I'm coming. Shit. What did I do with that? Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna have to have my husband come in. So this is the Nira precision laser. This is what I was testing out on my hands. I was doing it every single day. And I like it. It's not that I don't like it. I like it. I'll show you how let me see if I can show you how it works. So it's just, but look how long it takes. That's one like little line, and I go up the other thing. So it just, I mean, you can do this easily in like 10 or 15 minutes, but I just decided I want to wait for the bigger head, because look at how small this is. This is great for around the eyes, but not if you're healing from any sort of microneedling or anything like that. So I have found so much success in terms of the health of the skin with microneedling that to pile this on is going to, I feel, not be the best thing unless I take some time off of microneedling. So I decided, when I started doing the hand, did I notice a difference? I didn't really notice a difference in the hand that I was using this on versus the hand that I was microneedling. And for me, when we're looking at the hands and the forearms, sorry, I'm scooching down here. But when we're doing things on the hands and the forearms, thickening the skin is to me a bigger priority. Because it's this skin that gets so crepey on our hands and on our forearms as we age, right? Because we use our hands so much, just here, I'll come up a little bit. Because we use our hands so much, and because, well, if you think about it, all the parts of your body or your skin that you move the most loses collagen the quickest. So that's why we get the fine lines and wrinkles around the mouth. That's why we get the fine lines and wrinkles around the eyes. That's why our necks that move often lose collagen quicker and they become thinner. The same thing is true for our hands, right? So this skin becomes super thin. So when we're doing things like the Nira laser, yes, it will stimulate collagen and elastin. That's true. But this, I feel, when you're doing stuff that creates microtrauma and you're doing this alongside, not at the same time, but after you're healing, you're then adding things like retinoids. Let me see if I have any retinoids here. Yeah, you're adding things like retinoids that are also thickening the skin. So anytime that you're putting retinoids on your face, you gotta cover the back of your hands and bend your fingers and apply your skincare like this. Not like this, because you're gonna be missing all of these little valleys in here. Bend your fingers, apply when you get done with your face and your neck and your arms, whatever you're treating at night, which I treat everything. Go to the back of your hands and do this. And I have found that when you're doing a retinoid, which thickens your skin, and a once a month microneedling treatment that thickens your skin, I'm getting a really great result. Now, my hands are not in the best shape right now because of packages and all that kind of stuff. But in the long run, I've been getting the best result like that. So I kind of want to wait until after the holidays, and I'll start up again on the Nira laser, but the bigger one, so that I can do this whole area of the hand with the laser instead of this little teeny tiny thing. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So that was a great question. Sometimes, I start a trial of something and then I realize this isn't sustainable, or how am I going to fit this in with everything else that I'm doing to that treatment area. So I'm trying to get the last of this out. To that treatment area. And when I realized, just don't think I can do this every single day, this little tiny laser on this area. I'm gonna wait for the big one. I'm gonna wait for the bigger one, but okay, let's see. You can tell with the first pass, like I've already got some, look, you can tell this is red. I've got some treatment in here, and I'm gonna go on these digits, and then I'm gonna do another whole swipe of it. Okay, so when we're looking at hands, honestly, the best thing that you can do, let me see, is this good enough for you? Is this good enough? Can you guys see? Is that good? The best thing you can do when you're dealing with hands is to protect them in the first place, right? Is the doctor? Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to answer that question. Is the doctor pen on my Amazon store legit? I forgot. I totally bypassed that question. I'm not sure why. I got really tired of dealing with the Dr. Pen company, and it was a company that I think that there's a lot of these distributors, they claim I'm the legit one, I'm the legit distributor. What I have found in trying to deal with this company for a long time, because I've been using this device for a long time, there's manufacturing companies one manufacturing company that makes it, and they don't sell it. They have distributors around the world. So there's a distributor in Australia, there's distributors here, there's distributors around the world, and everybody, because they don't want to say I'm just a distributor, they claim that they're the legit pen, and it's a way for distributors to be in competition with each other, right? Because we're always looking for the legit device. I'm telling you, the ones on Amazon, the ones that I have on my website, I've ordered from myself. I've sent clients those devices, and so I do trust those devices. What I don't trust is the competition between distributors and people claiming that other devices are not legit and theirs is the legit one, because I fell for that myself with a company and switched everything over and got affiliate codes from them and got a device from them and all of that, and then came to find out, well, they don't manufacture the device. There's a lot of distributors that do that, and the company never paid me. So they owe me something like $2,000. So it's really hard to find. That's a long way to answer that question. But with this particular, when you talk about the Omnilux face contour, when you talk about this is one company manufacturing it and distributing it, right? When you talk about like the Lumo radio frequency device, that's one company that's manufacturing and distributing it. With this particular device, there's not one company that's manufacturing and distributing it. There's a company that's manufacturing it and a lot of people that are distributing it. Now I want to talk about, you see the gunk that's in here? That's hyaluronic acid. It might be a little bit of any sort of fluid, little tiny microscopic bits of fluid, DNA in here. I'm sure that that's true. I'm sure that's in there, but this is not going to hurt anything. Let it build up. It's not going to hurt anything at all. Just when you're done with it, you take this off and you throw it away. You do not reuse this, okay? But the gunk that's in there, the needles are gonna go right through it, and you can even take the stuff that accumulates on the side and just kind of put it back on your hands. Does that make sense, everybody? I'm gonna do pass number 2 on the big part of this hand, and then I wanna get to a little bit of this part. So the number one thing that you can do is protect your skin, your hands from the sun. And what I found is that in driving, your hands are up on the steering wheel driving. So I have these driving gloves in multiple different colors and multiple different lengths. They're UV protection. They're on my Amazon store. So I have short little beige ones. Here, let me see if I can get, I have these short little beige ones. Well, now I'm all crooked. I have these short little beige ones. Let me turn this off real quick. I have these long black ones, which I love. I wear these on the plane, and some of them I have cutouts for the fingers, and some of them have, let me see if I can get to it. Maybe it's the other one. This one doesn't have, some of them have like this little thing that still allows you to use your devices. So I've got short beige ones. I have the long black ones without the fingers. I have short black ones. And I've got long beige ones. So I've got just about every one that is available of these, because they're always in my glove box of the car. Anytime that I go on an airplane, they're in my carry-on, because you get all the UV from the planes, right? So these are the number one step in helping with the aging of the hands, is to protect it from the sun. I want to give you one more tip that I like to use, because we wash our hands so much. Here, I'll just straighten you guys out for a second. We wash our hands so much that it doesn't, whatever skincare we're putting on our bodies, we're also putting on the back of our hands, okay? But we're washing our hands a lot. So what I like to do is, I've got something like this, which is, this is just by Rock. This is a multi-correctional face, chest, neck cream with a broad spectrum of 30. I also like this one by Retinoids that's a 30, and I like this that's a zinc. So if I'm going out for a walk, I'll put this. But instead of rubbing it on your hands and on your palms, I'm not going to do it now because, well, I can wipe this off because I'm not going to do it on my left hand. But like, for example, this is the Retinoids Factor 30. I have a little brush like this on the side of where I wash my hands. And instead of getting your palms of your hands with all of the cream on it, you brush it on the top part of your hands, making sure that you bend your knuckles so that you're getting inside the valleys, right? When we're like this, we create all, look at how wrinkled that is, creates all those little valleys, right? So you bend your hand when you apply sunscreen, and then the palms of your hands stay clean, not slippery or anything, and the backs of your hands are protected. So anytime when you do a major hand washing, if you've got like something like this, a little sunscreen and a little brush in a bowl next to the sink, then you can reapply on your hands. So that's one of the tips that I think has really made a difference. I have this near my toothbrush here, so when I brush my teeth in the morning, take my freezing cold shower, get out, start putting on my skincare, brush my teeth, and then I will apply the sunscreen on the back of my hands when I repeat wash my hands. So hope that helps. Okay, so I have to remember, I've got sunscreen on this hand. I'm gonna have to wipe this off prior to doing it, but we're still on this hand. Okay, does that help? So that's like the number one thing for me, is like prevention, right? Prevent the sun from wreaking havoc on your hands. And I do that with the little gloves and with sunscreen applied on the back of the hands with a little brush. So that's number one. Okay. And then the same, your skincare that you're going to be using is the same that you're going to be using on your face. So if you're putting, hopefully, retinoids on your face at night, you also put them on the back of your hands. And then you could, if you've got really parched hands, like your hands are just thrashed from wrapping gifts, you could put some Aquaphor with some cotton sleep gloves and sleep with the gloves on. I'll sometimes do this on a plane as well. Okay, let me see. I can't even see you guys. Hold on. Okay, oh, there we go. Is this good, you guys? Okay, so I'm just little circles. I'm still at a 0.25. So when you do, and the reason why I gave this for a giveaway as well, this is the niacinamide. Niacinamide will lift dark spots. And a lot of times we get dark spots on the other side of our hands, right? I'm also testing out this one product, which I'll show you, this one device that is like an IPL device. I'm testing this out, and I'll show you kind of what it looks. I'll have to plug it in, but I'll show you what this looks like. You put it on, it zaps. It's like a really high light, and it helps to lift the hyperpigmentation. Not great for melasma. You don't want to use that if you have melasma, but for hyperpigmentation, sunspots, liver spots, freckles, that device is good. And I'm in the middle of testing that now. So on these kind of wrinkly things, I like to I try to swirl it, but it's usually better if I just stamp. I'm just stamping. Okay, let's see if there's any other questions. They're coming in. So remember, when I post this to my main feed, you tag your 3 people, you comment. Congratulations to I Am Skincare Girl for winning the Omnilux mask. I was honestly, I was shocked because there were so many people that joined the giveaway, and I Am Skincare Girl has been, you've been on these lives for a year now. So I was really thrilled that you won that. Again, it was like we picked number 18. There you were. So that's how I do it. And I don't look at the comments first, obviously. And my husband picked the number. And we just scroll down to what that is. And then I check to make sure that that person has followed all the rules, like they've tagged their 3 people. So it could be a comment, which it was a comment by you at that point. I Am Skincare Girl. It was a comment. But then before it and afterwards, you tagged like 20 people. So that was good. Okay, getting on the side. Remember, like you want to make sure when you're tightening the skin, it's not just what you see. Like if you get over here, all of your skin is connected, right? It's going to make a difference when you're tightening and doing collagen. If you're only doing right on the surface, you're missing an opportunity to little tiny adjustments that will tighten this skin affect the face of your hand as well. So I always go all the way on the side. I don't do on the palms. We've got a lot of nerve endings on the palms, but on the sides, it's pretty good. And then I like to go up here too on these vertical, on the vertical wrinkles here, because our hand has to bend, right? Our hand has to bend. It'd be impossible to not have those wrinkles, but it does help decrease the depth of them and improves the health of your skin. So for those of you who don't know the concept of microneedling, the concept is our skin it greatly reduces producing collagen when we hit our mid-20s, when our skin is done growing. And so it then is like, it slows down by 1 to 3% a year, and it really depends on your lifestyle, right? If you drink alcohol, if you use drugs, if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not sleeping, you're gonna lose more collagen. If you're eating right and you're not causing oxidative stress, your collagen is going to last a little bit longer. But in any rate, because of age and because our skin is essentially done growing, it doesn't need the same amount of collagen that it did when we were younger. So mid-20s, it starts reducing by 1 to 3% a year. And by doing this, we're creating these are needles that are going into my skin and puncturing the skin in a microscopic way. So you can kind of see there's one little tiny drop of blood. The goal is not to bleed. You can tell if you've got a good treatment by if it changes to like a pink color. If it changes to a pink color, you're getting a good treatment. So a 0.25 on skin that is this thin is great. And that's all you need. You don't need to cause major trauma. But what you do need to do while you're healing, or what I do, nobody needs to do anything, right? It's a free world. You can do whatever you want. If this isn't for you, don't do it. But if you are wanting to thicken the skin, and it's not just about the way it looks. You don't want to be 80 years old and brush up against something and have your hands bleeding because your skin is so thin. This thickens your skin. 2 things, oh my gosh, here you guys are. 2 things that really thicken your skin: microneedling, so creating those microtraumas, and retinoids. This combination is what thickens your skin. So if you want to use this on your arms, your forearms, you can do that with everything. Make sure you catch that live that I did on retinoids, which retinoid is right for you, because I do talk about retinoids for the body. I do talk about a lot of different stuff. Oh, I know what it was. I think we actually got, I was working on this during like Black Friday or something but I was grieving, and I'm still grieving. My poor cousin lost her son, my nephew. And so I was trying to get that together, but I do have all the links of everything I kind of use. So you can just DM me favorites and I'll send you the link to that. But I did do a live show on retinoids and which retinoid is right for you. And I'm still doing the last finishing touches on that document for you guys to be able to just have clickable links to all there's ways to get prescription strength retinoids at home, right? Through the mail. You have to do like a intake form and all that stuff with the company, but it's pretty it's becoming a lot more accessible. Okay, I think I'm going to be done with this hand. Let me see if there was anything else I wanted to talk to you guys about besides the skincare treatments. So make sure that you're using a retinoid. Now listen, when you do a treatment like this, when you look at my protocol, my retinoid use is going to change. So when I put my retinoids on at night, I'm not going to put it on the back of my hands because the back of my hands have some microtraumas to them. So you don't want to add anything that's acidic. You don't want to add like a vitamin C serum. You don't want to add anything that's active. You don't want to add a retinoid. You want to let this area completely heal. And what I do for that is I continue to just brush on some hyaluronic acid for a couple of hours post-treatment. And then when I can't stand it anymore, because it does get like dried out, and I do have like a mineral water too that I'll sometimes mist it or just run it under the faucet real quick and kind of freshen up that hyaluronic acid because it will get crusty. What you do then is when it starts getting crusty and you're like, oh my God, I can't handle this anymore, that's where this comes in. Add the Aquaphor. And then you can double up on your red light therapy. So whether you put that under your red light therapy mat, whether you put your hand under your red light therapy mask, however you want to do it, it will speed the healing up. And then I double up on my collagen. So that's how by tomorrow, you're not going to see a lot of trauma to this hand, but I can feel it. It's a little teeny bit stingy. But that's just because it was poked with needles. And that is causing my body to call on itself to produce collagen and elastin and come to the rescue to this area because I'm at an age in my life at 55 where my collagen has reduced. So by tricking it, by using devices like this, it tricks your skin into thinking, oh, I need to come to the rescue and produce collagen. And when you do enough of these types of treatments in terms of like microneedling, when this heals, you add your retinoids, you're doing red light therapy, anything that you do to your face, neck, and décolletage, you should be doing to the back of your hands. If you were to wash your face, if you put on sunscreen and you were to wash your face, let me get you guys a little bit. If you were to put on sunscreen and wash your face, you would automatically think, oh, I need to reapply that sunscreen, right? Well, when you're washing your hands, make sure that you've got a little brush on the side of where your sink is, wherever that is. I've got one downstairs. Sometimes I like to just use the pump because it's much easier just to like pump it on here, right? And this is a tinted one. Tinted sunscreens are great because they have the added bonus of not only the zinc oxide, but an ion oxide. So it does help a little bit more to have a tinted sunscreen. I like this one by Supergoop. This is the zinc sunscreen. It's an SPF 40, and it's really easy to kind of pump on one of these kind of brushes and brush on the tops of your hands when you wash your hands, okay? And then we talked about the physical barriers already. Okay, I'm gonna now get a little bit of alcohol wipe and wipe this one off. Let's see how I'm doing on time. I think I'm doing okay. Oh, I have another I was like, I have another hyaluronic acid. Just in case. Okay, so let me wipe this one off. And let's see what else that I talked about. Yeah, so retinoids, you would use your retinoids at night, not right now. I'm gonna take all of these rings off. My Aura ring. Showing me I didn't sleep. I'm not sleeping great. Grief is like physical. It has physical manifestations in the body. Grief and stress. So it's going to be a little bit of a weird holiday season for me, but that's okay. Okay, so newly alcoholed, and we're going to do this other hand. Now I don't need to change the head of this between hands because we're looking at small surfaces here, right? But sometimes when I do my neck, sometimes when I do my face, if, for example, I missed my neck and décolletage for a couple of treatments and I'm due for that anyways, and we're like at about 4 to 6 weeks between them, and if I decide to do them on my, simultaneously, I will change this between because we're looking at a big surface and you don't want the needles to get dull, okay? Okay, so, woo! Dang it. Just dropped that. I'm gonna have to disinfect that now. Okay, still at a 1, small circles here. Okay, so make sure, you guys, that you go, wait, what did I give away yesterday? Oh, yesterday was the intermittent fasting and what I eat in a day live. I get that question so much. So if you guys have any questions about that, about anything I talked about yesterday, but make sure you tag your 3 people there, and that drawing is for the Prolon 5-day fast mimicking diet. That was invented by Dr. Walter Longo. He is a USC professor and the head of the Longevity Center at USC. He was one of my professors. And that was all about fasting and how fasting helps with autophagy, which is the cellular cleanup of all of the damaged proteins. So it helps us pick apart those damaged proteins and reuse those so they don't become oxidative stress and damage everything else that runs into them, right? So it's very important to get rid of those if you can, and the only way you can do that is in times of deprivation. So if you want to be in that drawing, make sure you go back to yesterday's live show and comment away and post away and tag your 3 friends, and I will announce that winner on the 23rd. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've got a live on the 23rd. I've got a live on the 24th. They're not going to be long lives, but I'm going to announce winners. And I'm having such trouble with this one company. I might have one more giant giveaway that you won't receive until after Christmas. But I'm trying to get you guys an iRestore and the iRestore medical device for hair restoration. And I think I can do it, but I just keep pushing that live on hair loss down a little bit more because I'm trying to get an answer from the company of which one they want to give away. Either the new professional one, I have them over there. The new, I think it's the Elite. Let me see what it was called. We have the iRestore Elite and the iRestore, I have the iRestore Elite and the iRestore Professional. So I'm trying to find out from them which one they want to give away. So that might be coming to you on the 23rd, and in which case I'll probably announce on the 24th who won that, and I'll just come on the 24th just to make that announcement. So I am still going to be here the next Saturday and Sunday, and I do still have giveaways. I worked really hard on getting all these products for you to give away, and I'm so happy for the winners. Wow, that vibration plate, that was a giant one. We had the Magellan radio frequency device. That was a giant one. Here, let me move this down again. We had the Magellan radio frequency device. That was a giant giveaway. We had the Omnilux winner. I Am Skincare Girl. So happy for you. What else did we give away? We gave away a lot of different stuff. The Prolon Fast is coming up. We gave away a Dr. Pen M8. We had a lot of different stuff. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the skincare treatments, because if you don't have my ultimate skincare guide, make sure you DM me skincare, and that will come to your, literally, it will come to your spam mail right away. So if you wait a couple days, it's going to get lost in your spam. Just when you sign up for things like that, for the protocol or for the ultimate skincare routine. So the protocol, the ultimate skincare routine also is a document that you will get in your spam mail. So you have to check your spam right away and put that in a safe place so that you get the weekly newsletter, because the weekly newsletter gives you like a recap of everything that I talked about in the lives with clickable links in an outline kind of format that's it's just easy. It's just easy. I try to make it easy for you guys. I can't open this thing. Somebody's not trying to make this easy. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is just another thing of hyaluronic acid because I was running low. Put this in here. That's all I'm doing. I like these little containers because they're just so much easier. I have to wipe this off. They're so much easier to get the product out instead of having to squirt it on your hands. And you don't want to use your hands and rub the product in with your hands, because then what happens is it becomes slippery, and you don't want to slip while you're yielding a bunch of needles. You don't want to slip while doing that. Okay, so I'm just going to finish up on this. When we're talking about topicals for your hands, it's the same thing for your face. It's the same thing that's in my Ultimate Skincare Guide. So in the morning, you want to do a vitamin C serum. I like Timeless because it's very cheap, relatively cheap. And I think you can get them on Amazon for like 2 at a time. And I think they're like $20, I want to say, but very cheap. I use this for everything. From my abdomen up, I would say I use a Timeless in the morning. And then you can still like do things like if you don't want to use your normal retinoids at night, I like a retinoid with the squalene in it. This is by The Ordinary. This is retinol 1% in squalene. This is also one of the options for a non-prescription strength retinoid that I really love because it's super serum-y. And a lot of retinoids are not serum-y like this. So I like this because it's moisturizing with the squalene, whatever it's called. It's moisturizing with that. And so it's really, I love that for like the body, and oftentimes sometimes the face as well. Okay, I missed a giant question here. I saw it come through. Okay, is it normal not to hurt when the microneedling your face at a 1.0? I did mine yesterday, circular motion, 3 to 4 passes, and it was fine with no pain. Is that normal? Yes, that's normal. Make sure you have the cap off of it. But yes, that's normal because we think that when you look at it, it looks like, oh my gosh, that must hurt so bad. This is why I don't use numbing cream. It's not as painful as you think, you guys. Once you do this, you already know what to expect. It's that first thing of the expectation of pain that is way worse than the pain that's involved. I find that when I do this, so no, that's not abnormal at all. I do my whole face. Sometimes I'll do my whole face in a 0.50, but I do tend to follow the microneedling protocol. So I can do like my cheek and my chin and all that's in a 1.5 with no numbing cream. And it's not horrible. It's not terrible. I mean, if you sat there and you did 5,000 passes, okay, you're going to turn it into chopped hamburger. But if you're doing 3 to 4 passes, and you're doing it in the thicker part of your face, because this is thicker. I wouldn't do a 1.0 on your hands. You guys understand that concept, right? The thinner your skin, which basically is this, the thinner your skin, you need to adjust the needle height. And the bigger surface that you have, like if I'm doing my abdomen, I would kick this speed up to like a 3. That's just how fast this goes in. But when we're working around bony anatomy, you kind of want to keep the speed a little bit lower so you got a little bit more control over it. But no, that's not, honestly, I find that when you use numbing cream, it's that extra step of having to wait and then wash it all off and then, oh, thanks, you look old. You look like old. Great. Well, I am. I'm 55. That's not really old. But great. I can't wait for you to be 55, or you say, I think your old is 69. That would be great for you to get 69, and then let's see what you think about yourself. Because I feel like when you make comments like that, you're setting yourself up to be discriminated against by your own self. I don't feel like somebody who gets on here and says, you look old at 55, or you look like you're 69. I feel like when that person gets older, you've already set it up to where you're not going to like what you look like in the mirror. Right? If you think about that, everybody, if we are privileged enough, we will all be old, wrinkly people. That's with luck. That's with a lot of luck, because there's so much shit that can happen in life. And I know that. You're very lucky if you make it to old age. And I'm going to be privileged and happy the day that I'm an old, wrinkled lady, because I would have done it. You've done it. You've made it through. Not everybody gets to make it through. But when you criticize people that are older than you, or you look at them and you try to make digs, and you know what? It doesn't matter if I look 35. I'm honestly fine. My self-esteem is fine. I'm concerned with the person who makes that comment. Does that make sense? I'm concerned with the person that makes that comment, because what's happening is that they are setting themselves up to where when they get 55 or they get 69 or whatever age that they, you know, think is old, they're going to have a hard time coming to terms with this is the reality. And how do we look in the mirror and still love what we see in the mirror at any age, right? Somebody who criticizes somebody who's older, you're setting yourself up to criticize yourself when you get to be that age. So anyways, that's my thing. You guys don't have to come to my rescue for that. I feel sorry for the person who says that because, but also, and somebody just said, don't waste your energy, but also, yes, that too, but you guys, when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, it's super important that you're liking what you see. And it doesn't mean that you're not trying to compare yourself to your neighbors or to people that are younger than you, but that you're doing everything in your power to like take care of this one body that you have. And whether that's through microneedling or through radio frequency or through retinoids, whatever it is, it's self-care. And that is a respect, I think, of the aging process and the respect of the one physical human being that you are. And when you look towards your neighbor of like, I wish I had that, or I wish I knew my skin used to be like that, you're doing a disservice to yourself. And I feel like that person who makes a comment like that, you look old, that is a disservice to yourself. And you might not know it now, but when you get to be what you consider to be old, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're setting yourself up for low self-esteem at that point. So I wish you well, and I wish there was a way I could help you, but that's about all I can do. Thank you so much, Colette, for saying, yeah, that's the brand I use. I'm not tied to this brand. I get nothing out of this. I put it on my Amazon, so it makes it easier for you, but I like it because there's no scent to it, and you can get it in a big bottle with a pump. So that's important to me because I like to pump it into these silicone things so I'm not wasting any product. And then I can afterwards walk around with it. And like I still have to, you'll see it gets dry and crusty. You got to just keep applying. And when I can't stand it, then I'll put on a really nice coating of Aquaphor or some sort of healing ointment. You guys need to make sure there's no scent in it. So I think I like Aquaphor. You can also use, what's the brand of that? Shoot. There was a healing ointment and I forgot what brand name that was, but you have to be super careful that there's nothing else in it. So there's no, like this has one ingredient. Yeah, you want to make sure that there's no, well, there's inactive ingredients, there's a couple, but you want to make sure that there's no scent. There's nothing active in it that's going to irritate. What is the vitamin C brand? I like, listen, the SkinCeutical CE ferulic acid, which is $149. is the best on the market, but you can't coat the areas that need to be coated with a product that's $149 for a little tiny, it's like this size, and it's $149, the SkinCeutical CE ferulic acid. Oh my God, the dog just jumped up on the bed and yawned. I don't know where he went now. He's like, Mama's talking about something boring, I'm out of here. But I like a brand like this because it's cost effective. They don't do anything but skincare. They're not making handbags. They're not making eyeshadow. They're devoting their time and effort into skincare, and it's effective. So I'll do a couple of pumps of this. I'll rub it because it's very liquidy, and it's whole arms, chest, abdomen, back. This brightens the skin. I'm gonna do a whole live on sunspots. In which I'm going to also bring in this device and show you how to use this device at home for sunspots. But when you're talking about your hands are the most exposed part, because when you're in the wintertime, you could wear long sleeves, but your hands are totally exposed. Nobody walks around with gloves all the time. Sometimes I do. Nobody does it all the time. But when you're done with this, you can coat it with an Aquaphor, and then you could even put a little cotton glove over the top of it so the Aquaphor is just coated and soaking in there, and then double up on your collagen. So remember what, I'm just going to go briefly over what oh my God, it's already 12:07. I got to go. This is the giveaway for today. It's 2 bottles of collagen. This is the Modera collagen. Just DM me collagen. I'll give you the links to this. You'll still get $10 off with the link. And I'll just send it to you in a DM. So these 2 bottles one thing of the mushroom coffee, which I love, and that's how I break my fast if you saw the show yesterday, and a niacinamide, which will lift dark spots. So this is great for the back of the hands. I wish I had a timeless. If I had a timeless, if I can order a timeless from Amazon and it gets here in time, I'll throw that in too. So this would be the prize. If not, this is the prize, which is still pretty freaking good. So when I post this to my main feed, make sure you tag your 3 people. Is that okay for the face? Oh, for what? Are you talking about this? Yes. You got to get my ultimate skincare guide, Not Afraid of 50, because I talk about what are the actives that need to happen in the morning, what are the actives that need to happen at night, how does that change depending on your concerns? Do you have acne? Do you have hyperpigmentation? Do you have freckles? It's all in the ultimate skincare guide, so just DM me skincare. It will, if you're not already subscribed, it will go to your spam mail, your junk mail. You got to check that right away. Okay, you guys, I'm going to finish my other hand and get off of here. I will see you. Congratulations, I am Skincare Girl who won the Omnilux mask. I will be on here next Saturday, which is the 23rd. I will give you the winner for the Prolon 5-day fast. And then I will be here on the 24th and I'll give you the winner for today's giveaway. And maybe if I can get iRestore to let me know which device we're giving away, we might have some giveaways on that day as well. All right, you guys, have a great, we're so close to Christmas. It's so close. The countdown has happened. So have a great rest of your day. What does that rise taste like? I just put like 3, it has like a little wooden spoon in here. I put like 3 very level spoons, and it's maybe like it says 1 tablespoon. That's probably about what I use, is 1 tablespoon with just some hot water. It doesn't really taste like coffee, but it kind of does. It tastes kind of like a nutty, mushroomy coffee. And I love it because it's got lion's mane for focus. It has reishi. It's got shiitake. It has turkey tail. It has king trumpet. And all of these help for brain health and for, healthy digestion, fights oxidative stress, immune support, focus, stress relief, energy. And it's like 15 calories for a tablespoon. So this is how I break my fast before I have my big giant bowl of vegetables. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next Saturday. Thank you. I'll see you guys next Saturday at 11. Okay.